Do you want a head pillow for this?
Yeah, we could have a head pillow for this. So side one is leg up and the sacrum perpendicular to the floor. Gesture one, it's can we offer without giving? Can we receive without taking? Then we're just in this flow. First move is the lung meridian, first gesture. Some people's shoulders, if it's in a deep state of pain, won't be able to do that. You need to work from here. But most people will enjoy on your lap. I call this my third hand, yeah? We'll use the third hand today because I free up my hands here. And I can work with the fascia from the lung meridian all the way to the thumb. And I be, like yesterday, be creative here. I can dance. I can be playful. I interlace my fingers, there's the perfect fit. This chubby part of my hand is below the pectoralis. There's the letting go area. It's what we want to open up, the emotional body. So free it up and I play. I can be as creative as I like. I can just take the tension away from the front of the pectoralis, chubby part of my hand opening up. I can play and create space from the mastoid to the thumb and actually create space along the fascia line and breathe out. If I want to open the thumb up towards the sky, I can squeeze along the lung meridian. I can squeeze the big fish. There's the big fish, yeah? The fish eye. You can squeeze the big fish. This is that you got a cold, work here. Work on the big fish. It's excellent for colds and coughs. So be as opening as you can and free up. You want to open. We want to release the grasp of the banana and free up where we hold on. The more we let go, the freer we are. So, freestyle position, come back. Second one is called sticky draw. In Cairns, up where I live, in the summer season, everything gets really mouldy and sticky because it rains for 3 months. And when you open up the drawer, this won't open. So you've got to really shake it and wiggle it. It's like that. Sticky drawer, you know, it's all wet and jammed. Same. If it's here, it's not going to be so happy. So all the frozen shoulders will like this. There's a slight bit of tension in here. Look at the perfect fit. So we don't get skin burn. And I just freestyle the sticky drawer and release. Yeah? Gesture 2. Simple. Simple ones are sometimes the easiest. Release, release, let go of the tension. Create blood flow into the glenohumeral joint. Yeah? Gesture 3, I take the hand behind the small of the back to open up the chicken wing. There it is there, scapula. So here is where it's usually open, here is where it's tight, upper traps. So I get the cobra's head and I wrap the cobra's head around the front of the shoulder. If I don't use the cobra's head, I'm holding here and sharp. We don't want anything sharp. This actually keeps it nice and soft. Cobra's head wraps around, I bend my knees so I look after my back, and I just lengthen up just so the head's just about to come off the floor, and I open up and release the rhomboids and release all the tension around the upper traps. Okay, the rhomboids are the muscles that we were opening today in asana, in between the scapula and the spine. And I can free up here, I can get to the tight bits and use his gravity, use his body weight to release. Yeah? So open up with chicken wing, open up. Come all the way up. Roll the person slowly, gently, gently. Transition back into supine. I interlace fingers again, there's the perfect fit. I come into lunge. I have a support here, otherwise I'm getting tired arms. Like I said, sometimes I want to still be doing this when I'm 80. Like you go to Chiang Mai, all these guys in their 70s and 80s, they're the masters and their bodies are still like young kids because it's easy. Yeah? All the time, they're not wearing their bodies out. It's all effortless. So here, look. Freeing up, letting go again. Look at the blood flow into the glenohumeral joint. Asking to let go. And then I do what I use the chubby part of my hand and just free up all the tension around pec minor, pec major, to free up here and ask it just to release all of its holding on patterns. This is like this. Yeah? We want it to free up. So like a pulse, I call this the train. Choo-choo. Pumping. Here's hard work. Oh, here's all day, no problem. Because little movement. I come back, last move is shoulder pump. I create my third hand again, because I want both my hands free. I use the leg that's closest to his foot, and I drop in. I've got my third hand again, so now my hands are free. And I've already got the pump in the shoulder. Yeah? So I hold the humerus head, and I first just start in and out. There's the pump. Then I start up and back. And then I start screwing. Whoa! In and out like a screw.
Purr, Andy, purr.
Really good. This is precious. Take this one in your back pocket when you go home. You've got enough for the weekend. There's many shoulders that's going to love the shoulder pump. Okay. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. Humerus head. Okay, and I just open up the, because here's where it's all fixed. I open it up and I close it. I open and close. I go forward and back, and then I just freestyle. Tai Chi.
You got both ways, aren't you?
Yeah. So start with just the basic movement. Like I do in asana practice, I just think, okay, start here, let's go here, and now listen to the body. Go where it wants to go. We never ever we never walk in step by step by step. We walk in spirals. We move in spirals. The body needs to work the same. Like the embryo, again. that everything in life, whether it's brushing our teeth or at the altar doing our meditation, touching our body, everything has a great presence when it is a ritual. Namaste. Had a great email from my friend. He's an acro yoga teacher, and you see him in my book actually doing the hand-to-hand. Amazing body. He said he just taught a big workshop in New York. He said there was no fancy tricks, there was no acrobatic talent. It was just diving into the power of pure presence. And that's really where the magic comes from. It's not acrobatic and fancy stuff. It's just being really present, being really pure with that. Now there's a great story about this this spiritual teacher of mine. He kept going to see his master in a little room. You know, in Zen, you go to a little room and you sit with the master and you offer up all your stuff, and he'd sit there in this little room, little Zen, Zazen cushion, master sitting up a little bit higher, him sitting here, and he'd just actually, I'm going through this, I'm doing that. And he said most of the time the teacher, the Thai in Thailand, the Zen Buddhist teacher, just looking out the window. And then now and then you would just go, give him this straight eye gaze and give him this prolific answer. And he said to him, you know, when he had this moment, he says, what's moved? He says, now you're saying how you're really saying. Now I'm really hearing you. Because he was just noticing that when he was talking from a story space or from a real heart-filled, sincere space, and then the full attention was there. A lot of the time it's just in story and superficial space. So we've got to come back to that. The body is the same. If you're in superficial story space, it's elsewhere. It's looking at the window. But when you're really here, it's actually here right there with you. It's this unconscious communion that's happening all the time. That's why I say the biggest